In the past 2 years, I have not only built a six-figure marketing agency, but have helped more than 30 clients in more than 13 industries print money with my strategies. In the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna tell you how I do it. I'm gonna tell you what to do if you think your marketing is the bottleneck, if you think your product is the bottleneck, and if you think you're in a saturated market, as well as how to change markets. Now, what most entrepreneurs do when they come to me to handle their marketing is they tell me, hey, here's my idea how I want you to help me. I want to start all these new branches and all these new product lines because I've already saturated my market because I'm spending 100K in Facebook ads and I can't spend any more because that's gonna lose the profitability of the ads. So I'm gonna start adding all these new offers and all this new complexity to my business that only makes $1 million top line per year. And that's the mistake right there. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through how you can start growing again. Now, step one, if you know that you're not growing and the problem is marketing, I have a 4-variable mental framework that I go through with marketing. Now, step one is you have your method in your marketing. The method is the biggest thing you do. It's running paid ads, doing content, getting referrals, doing outbound, etc. This is the method that you use to get customers. Underneath that, you have the platform that you do the method on. This can be Facebook, Instagram, email, phone, in person, TikTok, etc. Underneath that, you have the media within the platform. So for Instagram, I can go Instagram stories, I can go Instagram DMs, I can go Instagram posts, I can go Instagram reels, all these different media within the platform I'm currently on. And below that, you have the volume, how much volume you're doing within the media. And then if you have a good market, you look at these 4 variables and ask yourself, hey, can I do a new method? Can I do it on a new platform? Can I do another media within the platform I'm currently on? Or can I increase the volume that I'm currently doing within the different marketing verticals that I have? Now, these are the things you can do immediately to get more customers today. Now, this framework will probably help you solve your growth problem in and of itself. But let's say hypothetically, you have all these 4 variables maxed out, which you won't, but let's say you do. You have all the methods, platforms, and media maxed out, and you're doing max volume you can on all of them. Because at a certain point, you can saturate your market. Then you might say that you have saturated your market because yeah, at a certain point, you can saturate a niche. Now let's say you're going after chiropractic clinics. Now there's roughly about 70,000 chiropractic clinics in the US. And let's say you've spoken to 30,000 of them. You're doing cold email, cold DM, cold calling, referrals, advertise on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and you do max volume on all the outreach that you can. Then you might have saturated your niche. Then you might need to find a new market. Now there's 5 directions that you can possibly go when finding a new market. I call it the pyramid of markets. Firstly, you can go down market, meaning down the pyramid, where it's larger, and go for a broader market. Maybe it's just individual chiropractors and not clinics, which has more customers, but they usually spend less. You can go up market, meaning up the pyramid. For example, you can only go for franchisors of chiropractic clinics and not individual clinics, but these are where customers cost more to acquire, but usually spend more as well. You can go to an adjacent market like physical therapists, which is very similar to chiros, like a pyramid that's close, but it's still a completely new pyramid that you haven't conquered yet. Then you can go broader, meaning for the health niche. This includes chiropractors too, but also new customers like massage clinics and dietitians, but it's still in the same overall space as chiropractors. And finally, you can go narrower. This means you're going after a small market, but doesn't necessarily mean that you make less money, because you can become very specific with your targeting and messaging and offer and the value that you deliver, meaning your conversion rate goes higher and you get a bigger piece of the pie. Let's say you can go for chiros that offer monthly bundles and don't take insurance, only cash. Now, once you have an idea of what market you want to go to, you need to actually find out if it's a good market. Now, I usually ask these 4 questions every time I'm choosing a market. Number 1, are they in pain? You don't want to help anyone that doesn't experience pain because it's going to be harder to sell them, right? Now, number 2, are they easy to find? You don't want to be in a market that is hard to find customers in. Number 3, do they have purchasing power? Do they have money to spend, right? Because you don't want to be in a market where customers just don't have money, right? Because then you can't make any money yourself. And 4, is it a growing market? You don't want to be in a market that's getting smaller and smaller every day, right? Now, I found that most super successful businesses usually go down market and create uncontested market space. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't make any money on the 4 other directions. This is just a pattern that I found between the most successful businesses I've analyzed and worked with. So once you figure out exactly which way and to what market you want to go to, ask the 4 questions to determine if it's a viable market. And once that's done, this is what I do to create uncontested market space in a business that's usually contested. You need to turn your non-customers into customers. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's take a brand called Space Goods, for example. Now, they're a brand that sells supplements, specifically a mushroom blend that's very similar to coffee. It's super healthy, it tastes pretty good, and it's an overall really, really good product, and it's branded really, really well. Now, they used to advertise to the psychedelic mushroom community, and they were really, really successful, but they've oversaturated their niche pretty much. I'm not even in the psychedelic mushroom community. I don't take drugs, I'm 16. But even I was seeing their ads everywhere on social media. You know, I was once checking out their brand for an Instagram reel that I was making. And ever since then, I've been retargeted like crazy. I've seen their ads basically everywhere. Google, display ads, Facebook, everywhere. So they've pretty much oversaturated their niche. And so, because of this, they paved the way for a bunch of new competitors. So they niched up recently. They started advertising to the coffee drinking community, which is a market that is 10 or even 100 times bigger, with almost no real competition for them, because their only competitors are coffee brands. They are unique in their market, and they educated their non-customers and turned them into customers. So make sure you go up, down, adjacent, narrow, or broad, but to a market where your product and offer is unique and where you can educate the market's existing customers that your product is better than the competition. So in this video so far, I taught you immediate levers that you can pull to get more customers today. I taught you how to be unique in your market. I taught you how to switch markets, as well as how to find out if you're in a good market in the first place. So if you need to get more customers or you are solving a problem in marketing, then you can go back to the 4 variables in the beginning of the video and go through each one, capping volume, then the media, then the different platforms, then the different methods. But before you do any of these, as an entrepreneur, you should have a list of should-dos. You know, that you need to do, but have been putting off for a while. All these tasks that you have in the back of your head, or you feel in your gut that you should do, but didn't quite get to them yet. You feel it. You know, the things like, I know I should be calling my leads faster. I know I should be running Facebook ads. I know I should start cold calling. I know I should be doing more volume on Instagram, etc. So start going through the should-dos next to the methods I've mentioned, and you're going to be golden. And the final tip I have for you in this video is, if you know that your product is the problem, pretend you're your own customer. Go through your customer journey like a buyer. And this is what we do for our own business as well. We set up our own marketing strategy and paid ads campaigns as if we just signed ourselves as a client. We walk through every step of the customer journey. We watch the onboarding video series, we do the audit, we do the market research, we do the building of the marketing strategy, we build the funnels, and we launch the campaigns like we would for any client of ours, just for our own business. On my marketing agency, Advice Innovation. If you want to scale your marketing, then adviceinnovation.com. Or if you want some free value more frequently, follow me on Instagram. Quick plug there. But this way that you go through your own sales process and customer journey, you are not just guessing what your clients are feeling when they sign with you. You also feel it as well. So let's say you have a product. You buy your own product, you start using it, you go through and check out all the customer service that you're doing, you check out the website, you see how your retargeting ads are reaching you, you test out the product, you start raising some complaints with the company, see how the customer service handles you and all that. And then you know exactly how your customers are feeling using your product because you are using it yourself as well. And by doing this, you not just keep the company standards high, but you also train your team. You remind your entire team what great looks like and that they can be below great. And you know exactly what your customers are feeling when they're buying your product. So if you think that your offer is the problem, just ask yourself, would you pay for your own offer? Thank you for watching. Follow for more value. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. And have a great rest of your day.